Hey everyone, welcome to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers, and we got a special one for you. Special to me, anyway. They are coming out with a new Star Ocean, the Divine Force. I love Star Ocean. My favorite one is Till the End of Time, but I do like all the Star Oceans except for the last one. Integrity and Faithlessness was crap. But I do like Star Ocean, and I'm really hoping that this Divine Force one turns out to be really good. It is coming out to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, so it's I think everything but the Switch it's coming out to. It's supposed to be coming next year, so 2022. And they do have a trailer out there for it. The trailer looks pretty good, and it looks good, but it's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys have watched the trailer, but like it's open world, which Star Ocean's always kind of had that open world landscape. But they show one part where he's kind of like jumping in the air and like jetting across it, and it's or like hovering across it, which I find kind of odd, and gliding across in the sky kind of reminds me of a Xenosaga, because you could do that in that game. But still, I love Star Ocean, and I love it's a science fiction RPG mainly, because you're with some kind of fantasy elements to it as well. But you are in space, and then you go down on planets and stuff like that, and it's a whole JRPG type thing. So I'm really excited for it. I hope it turns out. I always buy Star Ocean hoping for the best. Sometimes they don't work out that way, but I'm always hoping for it. So I'm hoping this one turns out to be really good, and they kind of bring the series back to what we loved in the old ones, and not the last one that came out that really kind of was crappy. So I'm excited for it. What do you guys think, Shane? What do you think of New Star Ocean?
I'm excited. I didn't play the last one, I don't believe, but The Last Hope I did when it originally released, and I believe you told me before we started recording that they did remaster it on the PS4. So definitely check that out. I really love that game. It's got an art style that's Japanese. It's definitive JRPG. I mean, everything about it, from the art style to the storylines to the just craziness that usually happens in these games. So I'm really hoping this one will be as fantastic as Last Hope was, not the last one, which was apparently crap. So thank you for warning us. I'm really excited for it. Pat's never played one, and I'll tell you now, if this one is as good as Last Hope, you'll get hooked onto the series. Just to avoid the eternity and loneliness, or whatever the hell the last one was called. So Pat, you watched the trailer. I mean, what did you think? I mean, you got hopes for it, or just?
Well, it's right up my alley, right? First thing going forward is that it's Square Enix. Make good stuff. Nobody's denying that. And it's in space. I love space. So love space and sci-fi games. So it's got that going for it. The game seems very familiar. I think that I may have played like the original, and that was it. Because when I looked at some of the trailers, I'm like, I looked at some of the older trailers. I'm like, that looks very familiar, but I can't say for sure that I have played it. I like JRPGs, so I don't see that this would be a problem. And it's coming to everything. It's coming everything except Switch, I should say. So, so it'll be, from what I read of the synopsis of it, you play a dual protagonist system. You play a captain of a starship and then a princess knight, so I'm like, okay, so it'll be kind of interesting. It's party based JRPG from what I've read and from what I remember kind of. So I'm looking forward to it. I definitely would like a good space based RPG game. If it turns out to be pretty good, and it has the added bonus of being the only thing worthwhile to come out of the state of play. So
That's true.
So, it is what it is. It's the highlight of the state of the play. And also, Nick is like Googling over it already. He's like freaking just drooling over this, ready for it already. So
usually buy one for me.
Yeah, and usually if Nick likes a JRPG, it's usually right up my alley as well. So I'm usually in the same taste on that type of stuff as Nick is. So, as long as it's not Dark Souls type game, I'm usually right in line with Nick. So.
Yeah, Nick's usually, right on the money with his JRPGs. I mean, not too often will I not like one that he's picked. So, and this one turns out to be crap, I'll blame him.
but it'll be a Nick buy. Won't it? So you won't have to worry about it.
I'll be buying it. I'm hoping. I know this is a different team completely, but I'm hoping they go like the Tales of Arise kind of direction, with the franchise, because Tales of Arise, I mean, you can watch our review on here on our channel, but that game was fantastic. I love Tales of Arise, and I love the Tales series as much as I like the Star Ocean series. And the Tales series, there was the last few were good but not great, but this one, Tales of Arise, is great. It's fantastic. It's probably my favorite one since a long time. So I'm hoping this Star Ocean kind of follows suit with that. We have a really great JRPG coming out in 2022.
Yeah, the Tales of Arise was another one that Nick was, dead on. I mean, that one we all loved. It's just fantastic. So I hope, I hope this one's just as good, because JRPGs can be hit and miss, a lot of misses, but I mean, I've got a lot of hope for it. It just looks Star Ocean-y. So that's what I want. I want that. And it's in outer space for Pat.
Yep, the space game. That's where I'm at. And it looks graphically pretty awesome. But like I said, most of what Square Enix puts out is very flashy, and so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like what they put out. I'm just waiting to see a little bit more gameplay footage and see what the combat's like and the party system's like. I mean, I love a good party system based JRPG where it's more than just you, and you just get to pick a party and you swap out to the best abilities of the party that you want. So basically, play the way you want is the type of game that is. So I kind of like that stuff. And like I said, I like pretty much most of what Square Enix puts out, especially what they've been putting out here lately. So I'm definitely looking forward to this one myself, even though I haven't played anything since maybe the original, and that's a big maybe.
It's one thing we've been very fortunate on the last few years. We are getting more and more pretty solid JRPGs coming out. It seems like we've had a more steady flow over the last couple of years than we have previously. So I'm really excited for it. Final Fantasy, people think of that as a JRPG. It's not as JRPG as it used to be. And don't get me wrong, I love me Final Fantasy 15. Thought it was fantastic. I did. But I'm excited for games like this that give you a little bit more on the nostalgia side of gameplay and story and things like that. And I would like to see Final Fantasy kind of head back that way a little bit too. But I also do enjoy what they're doing. So it's a give or take, but I'm excited for more JRPGs. I enjoy the stories and the craziness and characters. I love JRPG characters because you have such a gamut of typical prototype kind of generic hero to holy shit, that's half man, half bear pig thing going on. So I'm excited to see what they do.
Cool. Yep. I can't imagine, I mean, I guess it can be bad. Anything can be bad this day and age, but you've got a couple of good things going for you. You got Square Enix and you got space. So you got a 2 out of however many chance of making it work. But we don't know when in 2022 this is coming out. Just sometime in 2022. Could be holiday season. It could be summer. Could be winter. Could be fall. Who knows? I'm sure we'll find out more in the upcoming months. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be spring of 2022. Probably more like summer or fall at the earliest. So, or we could be way off base and it'll be holiday season.
I hope so. I hope it comes out in the fall. I hope it doesn't come out in February, because February sucks, because there's too many games coming out in February that we want to play. So in the springtime, everything got pushed to that we wanted to play this year got pushed to that time frame next year. So yes, please be in the fall when there's nothing else to play and that just comes out instead of bundled in with everything else that we want to play, because we'll never have any time. But yeah, Shane's right. We did have some great, we have had some great JRPGs. Scarlet Nexus was really good. Tales of Arise was really good. And then I was going to say there was another one that we played. I can't remember thoth.
We played 13 Sentinels last year.
Yeah, 13 Sentinels. That was a surprise. That was
an excellent game. I'm really hoping for 13 Sentinels. Man, that game was fantastic. That was definitely an awesome game.
Don't forget Doki Doki. I just had
I
to throw
would put
that
that
one
as an
out there.
RPG, but
It is in my eyes. I love that game.
Doki Doki is a great game, and we have that one reviewed too, so you can check it out on the channel.
We have both those reviewed.
Yeah. Yeah, and 13 Sentinels, which is a great game. That's a hidden gem right there. I mean, if you've never heard of it before or first time, you can check out a review or just go buy it because it's worth it. It's worth every penny.
Yeah, in both of those games, Doki Doki and 13 Sentinels were two that were basically brought up by just kind of talking and goofing around a little bit. And Nick saw something on 13 Sentinels, and next thing you know, we're reviewing it and we're loving it. And same thing with Doki Doki. I made a joke about it because it looked like a dating sim, and oh my God, that game is so good. It's not a dating sim by any stretch of the imagination. It's just such a fantastic game, and I love being surprised like that.
It's a dating sim for masochists. That's what it is.
It's a Nick.
Yeah, Doki Doki is a great game.
Yeah.
And so is 13 Sentinels. All of them that we've talked about are great games. Scarlet Nexus was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Tales of Arise was really good. So
Tales of Arise was amazing.
It was. So
we should do a list one day of games that are under the radar that people should check out, because those kind of games are fantastic.
We did do a hidden gems one long time ago. But we could do
an
updated one or something, or a new one. But yeah, I mean, maybe just make it RPG edition or something like that. We can talk about some RPGs that we played, like 13 Sentinels, that I don't think got enough coverage, because that game is just something else. It's so good. And you barely saw anything about it, just little blips here and there on it. And that's how I kind of came across it and was like, what is this? And I just bought it thinking this might be cool. And it convinced all these guys to buy it, and it ended up being one of our favorite games at the time. So we gave it rave reviews in our review. So, but yeah, so hopefully Star Ocean will follow suit, and we'll have a great Star Ocean. Maybe it'll be something we'll review. And we can say, yeah, this one's great too. Go pick this one up. But do you guys have anything else you want to add for the new Star Ocean or anything?
Don't mess it up, and I don't want to wait till holiday time of next year to play it, though, neither.
Yeah, I agree. Not February, but I'm thinking June. June's a good time. Kids are out of school. I can, stay up late. Yeah, June's good. June.
Yeah, exactly. We need a time where we can put a lot of hours into it, because, JRPGs are not short. So, all right. Well, what do you all think about that? Make sure you comment down below. What do you think of the new Star Ocean? Are you excited for it? Or are you not excited for it? And hey, what's your favorite Star Ocean? There's several out there. Everyone has their favorite. So which one's yours? But other than that, thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications. Stay up to date on new videos that we put out. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
See ya.